Today we are comparing two monitors. One is $120 and one is $1,350.
Yes, welcome back to Versus.
The $120 monitor is the BenQ GW 2280 monitor right here. And the $1,350 monitor is the monitor right there, which is the Asus PG348Q. 34 inches compared to 21.5 inches.
Right, so this is the BenQ. It is Amazon's top choice monitor at the moment. It is a 22-inch, 60 Hz, 1080p monitor. It's pretty standard. It has all the functionalities you need. It just has a HDMI port at the back of it, as well as like some old VGA. You don't really need that. A lot of people don't use it. If you don't use it, or I mean, if you are using it to game, don't.
You were saying earlier that this is the optimal dimensions for a gaming monitor, because if it gets much bigger than that, then gamers don't like to be moving their head from side to side.
Professional gamers prefer this size of monitor just because when they are looking at the screen, they don't need to move their head too much to look at each corner. They can just move their eyes, and it's pretty good. It's at the right level, right height. Now, a couple things to note: it is not that adjustable. It does have the tilt swivel functionality up and down, but there is no height adjustment. There's no fancy features like that. It's a hardened plastic. So we're gonna be playing it with our PS4 Pro to see how it performs on console Fortnite. And then we're gonna be comparing it against the Asus Ultra Wide
Gaming monitor.
So here we go.
Here we go.
Like we said, there's no height adjustment, so it's at whatever level you keep it at. You can, elevate it with boxes and stuff like that, which works.
Another cool fact about both of these monitors is they both have eye care technology, or so they say. Basically, they lower the blue light that is emitted from the monitor to help your eyes to not get worn out when you're gaming.
So we're gonna be trying it in a match to see how it performs. How is it right off the bat? Is there a lot of glare? Do you see a lot of glare, Nathan?
Not really.
It is a matte screen, a matte finish. First impressions, I mean, it's a pretty good monitor. It looks nice. The stars, you can see them in the sky. The contrast ratio is 1 to 3000, which isn't bad. It's pretty good.
I don't notice much lag. Feedback's pretty quick. Whenever I hit a button, I know it's gonna act on it.
Now, one thing that is rare for this monitor is that it does have built-in speakers. So if you're someone who doesn't like to wear a headset, even though you should, whenever you are competitively gaming. All right, volume's at max. Does it sound louder? It sounds the exact same.
Yeah, I didn't notice much.
Hit circle again. There we go. Go to that and hold square. No, you have to point at it. Point at it. There we go. Now do L1. There we go. Oh. You came 27th. That's not bad. So, for the BenQ for $128, it's clear why it's Amazon's top selling monitor. It performs well, it's inexpensive, it does the job, and it's at a good ratio, like screen ratio.
No complaints on my part. I didn't notice any lag. It's something that if you don't want to spend a lot of money on your gaming setup, this is the ideal monitor for you. It's only $120.
And then if you wanted to, you could spec out your set with like 3 of these side by side, get a triple monitor setup for the price of some other single monitors, which is nice. But let's see how it stacks up against the Asus Ultra Wide 34-inch monitor. All right, here is the big boy. Oh my gosh. Okay, first thing you will notice that it is a lot heavier. You know what, Nathan? I'll let you take it from here.
So yes, it is a lot heavier. It has adjustable monitor. You can swivel it 50 degrees this way, 50 degrees that way. You can adjust it up to 115 millimeters up. On the back side, there is a 5-axis OSD joystick so that you can control or customize your screen resolution or brightness, volume, and stuff like that. This has the G-Sync NVIDIA technology, like I was saying earlier about the blue light blocking, not blue light blocking, but blue light limiting technology, so that you can game for much longer without wearing out your eyes. So an interesting thing, well not interesting, kind of a bummer about this monitor is you can't go ultra wide. So we're trying to play Fortnite and there are these panels here because the screen doesn't go ultra wide to fit the entire 34-inch screen.
Yeah, so the PS4 does not support it. Now, if you are playing on a PC, it will go to the ultra wide. Now, A cool thing about the ultra wide on PC is that when you are looking at it in ultra wide, it does show a further field of view than in a standard monitor. So you're actually able to see around corners, literally, with an ultra wide.
That's cool. And that would definitely put an advantage in your court.
Yes.
As opposed to other people who are just using monitors like the BenQ that we just looked at.
So should we even try it? Yeah,
do it.
Let's try it. Let's see what it has to offer. Now the BenQ has a 60 Hz refresh rate. This has a 100 Hz refresh rate, which is pretty cool. Gives you that extra bit of advantage. There is still the 5 millisecond response delay time, which you have to keep in mind. Not that big of a deal.
Which is kind of standard across most of the desktop monitors, right?
Unless you get an expensive one.
But this is pretty expensive.
But it's ultra wide.
True.
So with this one, it's less performance, more actual content consumption, I'd say. I mean, it looks like the blacks are a lot deeper. You can go into your settings and you can change things around. So obviously overclocking mainly only works on the PC. You got like your different modes. FPS mode, let's turn this on. There we go, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Woo!
So, just comparing it to the last monitor we looked at, I don't notice any difference in terms of response times and lag, which you probably wouldn't with the naked eye.
You will mainly see the benefits on PC, less on PS4. I mean, obviously this can only output so much. It does 4K 60 FPS, HDR. Oh, you played the first game, give me this.
I'm really bad at Fortnite. Do you notice anything different compared to this monitor and the other one we just looked at?
Other than the colors and like that sort of thing, not really. Maybe there's a little bit of a difference whenever you're panning side to side. Oh! 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 I don't know how to aim with this stupid controller. That is a thing, okay? I'm not just saying that.
Wow, there's a lot of people right here.
Oh my gosh. No! No! It didn't shoot! It didn't shoot! Stupid tack gun.
You can't blame the monitor though.
Okay, no, the monitor is pretty good. Oh, I got sweaty. It brings back old memories.
So, how do you think this compared to the BenQ?
If you are
monitor?
If you're someone who plays on console, you do not need this monitor. 100% I would recommend the BenQ over this.
Really?
But if you are someone who plays on PC and you consume a lot of media, you know, you like YouTube videos, like movies, 100% the Asus is the better option. Even for that higher price, you can do a lot more with it, but the BenQ for the average person is better.
I would have to agree. You know, he never usually recommends the lower price items, so that's an interesting note to add. This is his first time he recommends the lower price item. But no. I'm gonna agree with him. I want the BenQ.
What about the JBL?
You can buy a total of 11 BenQ monitors for $120 each. All for the same price, actually a little bit cheaper than for this monitor here.
Yeah, you can actually buy a full gaming PC setup for the same price with that BenQ monitor than just buying this monitor right here, which is why I do have to recommend it. I mean, it has everything you need, 60 Hertz, 1080p, you know, you don't need 4K to game. That just takes your computing power requirements to the next level. Not needed.
Yeah, I think for, like you said earlier, for the average gamer and even some of the more advanced and competitive gamers, the BenQ is your ideal monitor. This is for very high level gamers or gamers that have too much money
Deep
on
pockets.
their hands.
Oh, I was gonna say, okay. We wanna know what you guys think. If you guys wanna see us review anything, let us know in the comments below.
Like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you're new.